best 2 hours of Elvis.
Blue Suede Connection.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's all about Elvis and the Sweet Inspirations, his backup girls, his girls.
That's right. That's what he called them.
Lots of stuff to look forward to this second hour. In fact, we're going to talk about Elvis's nicknames for the girls.
Oh, yeah, he had them.
Yeah, he had a few of his own nicknames, and there's a funny part to that we'll talk about. And you're going to share a special story in a little while about a sad time in his life and a song that he sang.
Yeah.
That's a little teaser. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. I don't really know either because TL's got the story. I've not read it yet. So it'll be new to me too. All right. You know, Myrna is the most vocal, I think, of the Inspirations. In fact, you met Myrna, didn't you?
I have met Myrna, yeah. She's a wonderful lady.
Yeah, she was a very nice lady, and she had a lot of fun Elvis stories to share, and you're going to hear more, like I said, in a little bit. But there was a little flirtation there off and on, from what I understand.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
Well, let's hear her talk about that.
He came across as more of a brother, you know, than a lover kind of thing. I mean, we had our little thing, you know, our little looks at each other, our little flirtation. You know how sometimes you want somebody as your friend, and if anything else goes on, they won't be your friend anymore. And if you're working with them, it's kind of hard too, especially if they're your boss. And he, I mean, there were attempts by him for us to have more than an employee-employer relationship, but I always managed to get around.
All right, ElvisHistoryBlog.com is helping us out with this. They put out some of the nicknames that Elvis had for the special ladies in his life. So here we go.
All right.
All right, his mother, we know everyone loved Gladys, but Elvis's nickname for his mama was Satinin. Mm-hmm. Anita Wood was a lady he dated back in the early days of his career, and his nickname for her was Little. Mm-hmm. He called Grandma Minnie Mae Dodger.
Yep.
Priscilla was Nungeon. Mm-hmm. His co-star from Fun in Acapulco, Ursula Andrews, he called her Ushi. Another one of his most famous co-stars and romance was Anne Margaret.
Yeah.
Her nickname was Thumper.
That's funny.
Two of the important ladies in his life was Linda Thompson and Ginger Alden. Linda he called Mommy. And Ginger he called Gingerbread.
I still laugh at Linda's. I don't understand that at all, but okay.
And his cousin Billy Joe Smith, and they're still nice, fine people who are around today. They do a lot of stuff on YouTube. Mm-hmm. His wife's name is Joe Smith, and Elvis would always refer to her as Josephine.
Yeah.
So there you go, nicknames for the ladies. We'll cover the Elvis nicknames in a little bit, and but right now, I think we just need to get back into more inspirations and more Elvis. What do you think?
Yeah, please.
All right, here's Estella.
Hey boss, I was going to ask him something. But he said, no, I'm not your boss. I'm your brother. And that's how it was from then on out.
That's an outtake right there from the Jungle Room sessions. Blue Eyes, Crying in the Rain.
Love it.
All right, baby, it's your turn. It's story time with TL. Tell us a little story that's going to touch our heart.
All right. Well, this story I had never heard before, actually. I've heard pieces of it, but sometime back we talked about Dolly Parton and how she had come to Colonel Tom Parker to try to get Elvis to record I Will Always Love You, and how Elvis loved that song and really wanted to do it, but the negotiation fell through and he wasn't able to do the song, sadly. But, however, she told another story recently that Priscilla Presley had come to her some years ago to tell her a very personal story about the song that Elvis sang to her on the way out of the divorce court on the day they finalized their divorce. And ironically, she told Dolly that he leaned over and started to recite her lyrics. If I should stay, I would only be in your way, but I will always love you. And he started to just sort of hum and sing Dolly's song to her.
Oh, wow.
And Priscilla Presley shared that with Dolly, and she just said she just was so touched by it. Not only that Elvis would think of that song in such a moment, but that Dolly, was part of such a terrible day, but also a very intimate moment. So,
wow, that's a good story. I so wish he could have recorded that.
He would have done beautiful with that song.
It'd have been a great song for Elvis, absolutely.
And once again, Colonel Tom gets in the middle of everything.
Yeah, didn't he? Well,
yeah.
Well, what can we say about the Colonel we hadn't already said?
Yeah.
Well, here's a funny story I think you'll like. It's kind of a funny story that Myrna's going to share with you on celebrating Elvis's 40th birthday.
Ah.
My favorite memory of Elvis was spending his 40th birthday with him. We all went to Vail, Colorado to ski, right? It was going to be his birthday, and he was going to spend it there because he kind of liked it up there. And all of a sudden, he decided he didn't want to be 40. So he didn't want anybody around him. So he called everybody and said, that's okay, don't come up to the house, because he was staying in the house. We were staying in condos. The other guys, they found other things to do, and Jerry and I hanging around our condo. Got another call. I said, I changed my mind. He said, would you and Myrna come up? And at the time, Elvis was with Linda Thompson. And Elvis asked me, have you ever seen the movie Across 110th Street? And I made the mistake of saying no, but I hadn't seen it. Now, if you knew Elvis, you know that if he saw a movie that he liked, he could watch it 100 times, which meant that he knew all the dialogue. So we spent his birthday with him acting out all the parts with all the dialogue to Across 110th Street. So I never had the need to go watch the movie because I know that movie.
Live version right there. Never Been to Spain by Elvis, backed up by the Inspirations and the Stamps Quartet and everybody else back there.
Great.
Singing right along.
Great stuff.
You know, we're talking nicknames today on the show, and I realize, I have a few for you.
Yes.
You're the pretty girl.
And what do I call you?
Well, also don't forget TL, because TL, her name is not actually TL. That's her radio name.
Well, it's technically my initials because my middle name is Lee.
Patricia Lee, and then that turned to Tricia Lee.
Yes.
And then I turned it to TL.
Yes.
And you thought that would be good for the radio, so you're TL now.
Yeah, sure.
Kind of worked out well. Yeah, your nicknames from your Knucklehead, Butthead.
No.
Danny
Boy. That's what I like to call you.
And when I'm in trouble, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Daniel.
Daniel Wayne.
Daniel, that's true. All right. Elvis had some nicknames he got through the years. The Big E being one, Tiger being another, Crazy. He traveled under the name John Burroughs, John Carpenter. A lot of the guys called him EP. Now, the funny thing is, when Elvis was at home and he'd answer the phone or whatever, he would use the name Alan.
Yeah.
And I think that's funny. He was named Alan. So then the guys got a joke out of it and started calling him Alvis.
Alvis.
Yeah, for Alan and Elvis combined. So there's some of Elvis's nicknames. We all got them.
Absolutely.
All right, here's Estelle, once again, one of the Inspirations, talking about their guy.
Elvis was not just another man on the planet. Elvis was sent here. He was an angel. We all was touched by the same angel, Elvis.
Well, I hate to say where we got to go from here.
Oh, no.
I know, but I sure did have fun playing Elvis and those Inspirations today. I don't know about you.
Oh, I had a fabulous time.
Good music, and there's a lot more we could have shared. In fact, I got a whole list here of songs we just didn't get to. But there's always going to be an Elvis Inspirations too. You never know.
Yeah, they'll get played somewhere along the line.
We always do. Any closing words for our fine friends out there today, baby?
Well, I just actually like to thank you for setting up this show. I'm sure everybody else would too. It's unusual. You don't hear it a lot, and that's due to you. So thank you.
Thank you very much, baby. Well, folks, we're going to do this all again next week. You know the routine. Same bat time, same bat channel. And we're going to close with Estelle sharing some more great things about the man they loved and worked with. Here you go.
You never thought about Elvis dying? No, he's supposed to live forever. And if I'm not careful, I'll break down and start crying anytime. Yeah. I love that man. And he loved us. And we knew that.
Hey, TL, I think Elvis fans are starting to catch on to Blue Suede Connection.
What's not to love, Daniel? 2 hours of great Elvis music, lots of fun. It's our own private party.
And we want everybody to be part of the party. Hear all the hits, rare cuts, and lots of surprises, too. We are your Blue Suede Connection. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And hit that notification bell.
We are your Blue Suede Connection.